Okay. Excuse me. All right. So let's find out. I've been like trying to find out a more clear way to ask this question because we asked it a long time ago. Okay. If something has been happened like 15 years ago or, years ago, right? Because I was looking back at, I was trying to find these images. It's in my phone or whatever. But, like I said, when I was a teenager, we grew up right down the street from like Teamsters or whatever. A Veolia, garbage place or whatever. I didn't think nothing about it or whatever. I didn't think nothing about it until I went through the pictures and I started looking at John Hoffa, and then I started reading about him. I saw a documentary on him, and then, like I said, these people don't have to be dead, but this is just my testimony, okay, of what I found out. And I was going through some images where I'm like, oh my God, why I look like this person or whatever. So I went and I pulled up a picture of this that I had already start seeing resemblance in other people, but I was thinking, what that got to do? What? Because I feel like sources like was building up something here. But whoever this is, there's somebody else that's watching my channel, and they're going and they're questioning about these things or trying to claim things or something in my name. This money could also be scattered, moved around, something like this. But it just made me think back to the place, right? Because like what we were reading in the Bible, and it said, take these papers or whatever and go over there and do like this or something like that. But like in my reality, nobody gave me no papers to take somewhere and go somewhere and do anything. Nobody gave me any papers. So it makes me wonder, like, people could do anything with images. People can do anything with images. And then there's also something mysterious about seers that can see, certain things through images. Okay. And, like I said, unless somebody was doing heavy brainwashing, like they have a tool where they can just clear your memories of a certain conversation or something. It's making me think about Klaus Michelson, when he was dealing with Camille or whatever. And every time they got together or whatever, he would wipe out her memory of the incident. Okay. So, and she used to be pissed off or whatever that he would do that. But I feel like, in my life, people were just doing it, something like this, okay? Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying, because this made me think about that video, okay? Because I told you, it's these kids, these really rich kids, or the people that already went through a process like this, or they already hit on something, whether it was theirs or not. You see what I'm saying? They're the ones I think that are running around here, the renegades or whatever. They really don't, they create their own reality. Maybe you or I am supposed to be one, but, these people could have cut you off from a server like, oh, you're just a common peasant servant energy or whatever. And somebody could have changed. Okay, like we were reading earlier, somebody was changing somebody's status. So this could be what we were talking about. But at the time, my person was working for Veolia, right? And that's why I keep on getting something like, did something happen to him at work? And then they just, at the back end, I'm pretty sure if something happened to somebody at work, you know what I'm saying, and somebody goes way at the back end, they may have found out like, oh shit, this is such and such. This is one of, I'm not thinking that any of these big businesses do not have database in the background. When people start working at a place or something like this, with insurance policies and all this shit like this, and the fact that somebody could maybe get workman's comp, I know you ain't telling me that they don't have a database where they run the DNA or something like this at some of these larger companies for people in their entire family. Because even in their writings, if you read about these companies, you get a job there, you read about it, you go to the little page, the little, lame little pages that companies have, and how they say they take care of the people and their family. That's key code. Let me know that it's kind of cold. I was in the house and I was hot. Now I'm out here, but I did just wash my hair or whatever. I did just wash my hair. And actually, it's getting pretty long. But I do keep my hair like matted now. I don't really comb it out or braid it under my wigs or anything. And I'm thinking like, damn, there's some length on there. I kind of want to brush it out to see how long it is probably. But anyways, I mean, this like a lot of length, you know, because my hair could be like really brittle because of the wigs. But when I wash my hair, it's like butter. It's like really soft. It's really thin. It's not, it doesn't get like really curly or anything, you know. Um, it's like a cotton ball. So anyways, but my head feels so much lighter. So if I'm bobbleheading, you know, excuse it. But so I was batching up my picture with Hoffa, and I'm like, this is fucking twinsing. Now these people could have been waiting for me to realize these things, line them up, act like ain't nobody really talking about nothing, and then they could have been coming in, you know, or they could have been removing these energies or hiding these clones, or they could have been doing something. But his story was, I think that he had worked from like, I think the mob on up to like white collar, blue collar, whatever it is. And then he started this company or whatever. So I was looking at images of his, I was looking at images of his family online or whatever. And then I seen a picture of a little girl. And once I started looking really at this little girl, I think at the time I had just found, and see, everything happens like in sequence, like in a sequence. So I had just started looking up his family or whatever, and then I ran into a tarot reader called Rose Hugh, and I'm like, damn, she kind of looked like that little girl in that picture, but she kind of looked a little bit like my friend Candy, you know, my old best friend or whatever. And then I started looking at her picture, and I lined up her picture with me, and I'm like, damn, it kind of looked just like me. This girl fucking looked just like me. She just Caucasian, and I'm brown skinned. So I started thinking about this, and then I was thinking like, damn, hold on, wait a minute. Like Source was showing me stuff, and I'm like, and then I started to realize, I don't know, something about Shanita. And so it's so funny because I think one of the last videos I watched of her, she was swimming around in the swimming pool like this. All right, gotta leave it on here because whatever. All right. So one thing I want to say too is I know the cost it would, if these are older vassals, the cost it would take to be destroying these vassals, and who would have to pay and who would have to be paid. It's almost like somebody wasn't even supposed to be doing this on a level of somebody that would be in a world card energy, or somebody that would not be in a certain, will be not be compromised. So this means that this is where immunity and then the crown comes in hand. Because with regular American civilians, or people that are, you know, people that are elite or a part of these big companies that make a lot of money or whatever, these wealthy people or something like this, okay, if their family has always been into that or something like this, and they come into money and the family shares with them, you know, the truth about their selves and stuff like this or whatever like this, I'm pretty sure there's something different here. But you're not telling me that a world card energy comes up once in a while, every some odd years, like every years or every 100 years or every or there's only one ever. And when this person is coming to cash out for some reason, and when this person comes to cash out for some reason, nothing is there, or there's no people to help them with the process. That's bullshit. So it's making me think, so there is none besides me. It's just my energy. It's not shape shifting, right? But it's something about somebody's DNA. Like I told you, if these people have these several strands of DNA, their features could change sometimes. Their skin tone, things like this may change heavily once in a while, okay? Because I'm hearing that somebody's saying it's the only girl out of 7, but I just thought about it right now. I said, well, I wonder if somebody, well, I shouldn't have to deal with this on this level here. This is something that's very important. You know, my channel is not the court of law, okay? Even though a king would be a high judge in the court system, this is not a court of law. So what I'm thinking is, okay, let's say if something happened at the Kenosha house before we moved here. Let's say somebody from somebody is correlated or they're associated with a certain group. Will you NFL Nita? Because this is the energy that source was showing me. And I feel like whenever this was happening, this masculine energy, if a masculine or if this person had one of the versions of my spouse with them or something like this, or if they kidnapped him or they took him or he went in underground or whatever this is, I don't know if this is this person, or I don't know if this one of these feather figures that was trying to tell me something and kept saying, after I'm gone, after I'm gone. Now, I don't know if this was a spouse that was with other people, or maybe these people do like that. They go with their people and then they die with them, or, they die away from the home or something. Maybe this has something to do with this scamming process or something. But I felt like about 2 years ago, somebody was like, okay, after I'm dead or whatever, after I'm gone or whatever, because somebody was going through a process of dying. And there was heavy communication before and then it stopped. So I'm like, damn, this might be the hierophant that I saw that dream that they brought me into this secret path up in this room in this place or whatever. And the person just died right as soon as I got up there. The people was like, oh, he's been like this for years or whatever. And then I said, I knew y'all was gonna do this and wait until I got here. And then the person died as soon as I walked like in the room. He like the hierophant outfit just deflated into the bed. And whoever took me up there, it was one of the closer guides or something at that time. Whoever was taking me up into this room, I was like turn around this person and start punching this person. You know how people be in the movies like, oh my God, I knew you guys were gonna do this, I hate you. It was kind of like that in the dream. So um so again, I felt the connection. I felt an energy connect to this person too. Okay, at some point in time, I can see these things attached to them. Right. And then this person started being like elevated or something like this. I could see it. Um, but I was saying, say this is something like, this person has a group backing her, like Nation of Islam, because I feel like this person is also connected to Elijah Muhammad. Um, okay. And we know Farrakhan usually be saying stuff in his speeches about him not being dead. So we have this. And then I said, now, what if this person or somebody came to me to bring me some information, but somebody never liked me because these are watchers. And this person waited until they was like, oh, she got a fine ass husband. Let me see if I could pull this. Like, this could be somebody that like somebody just hated somebody, a hate crime. Or they was jealous or, you know, um, something like this. And it's like if somebody brought some information to the spouse or whatever, or they're like, oh, in our code we can't go straight and talk to the woman, we have to talk to the husband. The woman got to be covered. Covering of the head also is something about covering of the mind, of the eyes, or leaving the eyes open, or searching by sight, not something else, I feel like. And it's also like people can't speak on certain things. Okay. It's a little bit deeper. I think the hijab represents a lot of things that's a lot more deeper than we think. So, and then I was thinking, what if this person, what if, like, because I never worked there, but my person worked at Veolia. So when I seen this, and I seen this was the owner of this company, but he ended up, something happened with him and he was missing, but people really didn't know if he was dead or whatever like this. Okay. And we were getting in a reading around that time that somebody promised like you leave or whatever, but your child will be fine or whatever, your child will be fine or whatever like this, but you got to go or you got to disappear or something like this. And they promised that somebody's child was going to be okay. Now, listen to me. I look at my dad and I look just almost like my dad, the person that raised me. I look like him. Okay. But what I'm talking about is something else. Something otherworldly or otherly, heavenly or something else. Um, so I was just thinking about this. Maybe these people said, well, the person don't work here, so let's find one like us. Because what if this girl worked at the company and was given this job to go and talk to somebody? Because if we look at the new owner of the company, the lady looked just like Shanita. She's a Caucasian lady, but she looked just like Shanita. So maybe these people are already big time names or something, and this person to handle this private matter or something, maybe this was a whole setup to send the daughter in, talk to the spouse, get the spouse the information about something, maybe even tempt this person into selling something. Because I'm hearing that verse in the Bible when they're like, This man sold the house, or this could be a company, a house, anything, car, whatever this is, and he didn't give the woman, or he didn't give his wife her portion. Now, I don't know what else these people got going on. I'm just hearing what sources telling me that I was supposed to be talking about online. Okay. So now these people start watching me illegally in my house and examining me, or try to build up a case against me in case one day I realize that somebody cut me out of a deal and I want my money. So this is why I was thinking Shanita is definitely heavily connected to a very important male or masculine energy in my life. That's point blank, period. I don't know how, what, where, when. All right. Um, but um, how that's what I was saying. I was reading like who owns it now, whatever, how did it happen or whatever. But it just makes me think like there's something else. There was a sleight of hand that happened here, right? And if they could have brought an offer to the family, to my dad, the person that raised me, or something secretly happened behind my back that I should have very much well been a part of. Okay. Somebody sells the company to Waste Management, because I used to have visions of this like 10 years ago. And it was about a garbage company. And it was saying something like my person was going to be pretending like he was going to work or something like this. Um, and he wasn't really going to be going to work, you know. Um, he, or something like him driving around in a truck or whatever, or a garbage truck, but the person was not going to be, while a process went on so that it would be secret or something wouldn't be riled up here. All right. So this could be also a man going through this. A man could be dead because of this process. A man could have went through this and got brainwashed. A man could have went through this and separated me. They could have cloned him. A person could have been living with or dating this other person. Okay. Um, it's a bunch of scenarios that I'm running through my mind. Okay. Um, but it was all to get. It could be all to get a company off from under someone. Okay. Um, I was also envisioning my person like about 2 years ago, like relocating to Washington, D.C. and working for Veolia in Washington, D.C. And I could see him driving around like some weird neighborhood or whatever like this. Okay. It was like a weird neighborhood. It was a different type of route. It wasn't like how when I envisioned him, or when I ran into him when we still lived in the same town where the company was. And, I'll be driving the kids to school or something and then see him in his garbage truck. It's not like that. It was like he was in another separate place or whatever. Okay. So that could be crazy because what if that was true? The person never stopped working at Veolia, but Veolia sold their place over there across down from my high school home. And they sold it to Waste Management. And then Waste Management was only there for a little bit at the Ernie Kruger location, and then they left. Okay. And they moved somewhere else they moved somewhere else or whatever. So, but I also was thinking that there was something left over. I kept on having visions, like, I don't know, about something like cars or trucks, or I don't know, something being left over. Like, I would get like a glimpse of like a separate attachment company, or there's another building or something over there where cars, or I kept on getting visions of like humans, how those people be, or damn, I think it's American Horror Story or something like this, where the little boy was something happened to the little boy or whatever, but they worked for like a cloning company, and then these people were still they brought them back alive, but they lived like in the basement of a building, and they slept in like crypts or something, and they would come out. So I kept on having these like dreams and nightmares and stuff like this about that. But it's almost like something was cleared out, or I was having dreams about people like tossing people away like trash, or in the fucking trash, right? So that's what I'm saying. Somebody could have been doing crimes in a company while it was still in your name, or this would be somebody that's slick, like, nah, we just leave it in the person's name. We do XYZ, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then after we're done with it, then we just wrap it. We wrap it up, we sell it, we, put it off or whatever. It's making me think too, somebody giving you the keys back to your city after they done eradicated things, after they have already like replaced staple vaults or families or people or something like this. And they either just, those people are just not there anymore, the power or what was the lights that would be holding up the city, okay, because something was in something dealing with municipal and all other things um was already in play for so long. Something was like a grid. And what these people needed to do was break down that grid, sell the like as quick as, like try to do it as quick as possible. Okay. Just to try to like it was never there, like something was never more, like something like this. Okay. And I feel like this is a personal vendetta. Like somebody didn't want you to have anything. They looked at you, sized you up. I don't know this person from Adam, just for, or online or whatever. I just know this person online. But I know when I look at people, I get a lot of intel about them. So this is what I was thinking. And somewhere during the process, did this person pass away or something? Because this is a group effort. This is like a whole bunch of people that did this shit before, working together to get this through. Okay. And I also feel like somebody could be harassing me. This person could be a lesbian. They could be harassing me. They could have just been doing this, and while they were watching me and stuff like this person started to feel me in some kind of way. I'm telling you this shit right here. I'm not playing with you. This person could also have clones. You understand? So looking at how much it sold for and things like this, it's almost like this was like a heist. Okay, some kind of heist here. Also, it's funny when people say something like about all this money or something like this, but you never had that much money or something like this. It's almost like you want to be mad about something if somebody did something like this, but it wasn't your money. Even if somebody left it for you, or they told the person that you have to be having a stake in a company, it could have been something like this, just something small like that. You kind of don't miss it, or it don't make you want to fight for it, or the way that the intel is coming in. I trust my intuition. It's just, again, being in a situation of not knowing what to do with it. Or I was also picking up on the warlock energy that does this over and over to women, world card energies or something over the centuries. um it's almost like this person, if you like it, put a ring on it, so you just keep that person like in a Truman Show status or state of mind. um and then if these people are punished, or they're stuck, if we're in hell now, right? Or it's rising, right, or the line of demarcation is moved, okay? um it would be like somebody is stuck. They can't transition, or they can't leave. They have to come here, live and die in LA, or come here and live here and die, or whatever, like this. And somebody knows that you're different. And somebody could have been trying to put you through the process. It's like a process of death or something like this. Uh we know going into these new chapters, you have to have finances, or this time it was very important. And I just happen to be the last one of something. All right. This could also be like a lasher energy, but extended version, or just in alternate way. Okay. Having all the witches in one place and killing them off or something one by one. But we were looking at like a murder like this, but this could have been stealing people's identities, stealing their heritage, their heraldry, to power up other witches off of whatever these families had going on for a long time. But I would think that I'm not the only one. If I'm the one that was left out, or if I'm a Rowan where I grew up separate, or I grew up with the people I was supposed to grow up with, but my mind, like, they blinded me or something, or binded me. It's almost like when she started meeting up with them witches and finding the people in the family, they came in all shapes, sizes, colors, and everything like this. And it was kind of like a hard transition into the family. But I'm thinking that these people was already solid and strong on their own. You see what I'm saying? um Me saying these things, either they hate me or they don't like me and they don't want me to have nothing, and so they just act like whatever, because it's like somebody springing up from the family or something like this. They're like, oh, that's one of us. Some people could have said that you was one of them, and then later on said you wasn't, for whatever reasons. But this is just giving me this kind of thing. Okay. Like they could have dealt with the worst of the worst. It's something about somebody's light that makes these people want to treat somebody different here. Okay. Um, it could be also something about them gaining, because remember last year they killed him, and they was going to kill those children or whatever so that they can power up the family. But what if it's not so much on this gruesome scale? This is like making sure that somebody is stripped of everything that was going to be given to them, because they were going to be the first time millionaire, billionaire, or the first person that get this type of level of something. So all these people decided, hey, we're going to just go ahead and like cut this person's, access or powers, and we're going to go ahead and take these offers or something like this, and we'll be able to, grow ourselves or keep ourselves sustained, because these could be the people that can't buy and sell, or they can't do something, so they have to do something different here. Somebody could have even turned something into Bitcoin, but I feel like somebody's like, oh no, you're talking about a scam or something. But again, what would Christ be coming to say? Something that other people wouldn't say, they wouldn't know, they wouldn't want to admit, or something of that nature. The Christ is not going to be coming here talking about the same thing and soothsaying to these people like you want me to. Like some YouTuber that just wants your views and want to sit here and say that I'm prophesying, or I'm giving a testimony, or I'm speaking something here, that was the things that are unknown or the things that were hidden, right? So it's something like this, okay? So we have the Ace of Hearts, or the Ace of, this could be maybe like the Ace of Pentacles here. All right, there's a bunch of dead flowers here. How many is that? 6. So this could be, there's 6 dead people or dead energies at the top. All right, I'm getting carrot top energy here. It kind of look like a fat carrot. A turnip carrot, something that'll be called like a turnip carrot or something. But you got the heart of the whole thing down here. Okay, so somebody could be the only one that feels, or the only one that, I don't know, something like this here. The with a pumping heart or a living energy. These could be flowers that are dead. Again, when I think about flowers, or flowers, there's a movie called this, and these girls were, like I said, hunting down these men, professional men, sleeping with them, but they were teenagers, and then they would trap them up and say, yeah, I'll tell your wife, I'm only 14, blah 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 blah. And then these people were kind of like trapped or at their beck and call, and then they would put them on a call log, right? All right, this could be what somebody thinks that you or I am doing, because it sounds very familiar to what these people do. So they put them in a call log or something like this, and then they can get these people to send them, some type of payments or something like this. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. There's no going back and forth. This is the truth. Now, I think, like I said, somebody was being some kind of way. God ain't gonna let me expose the ugliness of that these people did or something like this here. All right. Because I feel like this person is in the upright, but no, there's a different way that this person could have handled it. This is somebody that wanted you to look like, she hates me. Why would I go do this? Or I can't. No, somebody did something bogus here. That's just the bottom line. And I feel like somebody could have been doing this to all these children, or a group of people or something, for whatever reason, until they met you, and this person feels some kind of way or something. Okay, but there's no going back and forth that this is the person that has something to do with this storyline or whatever this is. We could be right on the money with this. Okay. All right. But if this person feels like, oh, I'm the one that's in power, bitch, I got the money. If I can't have you, then I'm not going to give you your money. But this person could be sitting on these energies or options, or you have lots of options or something, but this person is trying to hinder your growth or development or something like this. Or this would be something that would be like espionage, or somebody's doing something illegal when they're doing this. Like, you're not going to come and make me bow down to you, or you're not going to make me beg you for nothing, or nothing like this. So somebody had to do a lot of roguish shit to be the one, whoever this is, they did a lot of roguish shit to be the one to come to you with this offer now, and then say, oh, yeah, well, don't you want to thank me, or I'm this or something? No, somebody did roguish shit. Because I'm telling you, this person was watching you. They could have easily came, knocked on your door and said, hey, like they brought this other person this offer. Now, this could be your mama, your daddy, your green-eyed somebody brought this offer to somebody that was connected to you. Or they told, or this is like a group of people like, oh, yeah, such and such died. Yeah, go ahead and let's hook this shit up. How we gonna go ahead and do it? You do runner, you do this, you do that. Go to California, do this, sign that, put this, move this. Like, this is not the first time that these people have done this to me or somebody else, whoever this is that this talking about. All right, yeah, there was some 3 of Pentacles. There was some definitely some dairy farm, Darius, Daryl. I don't know. Definitely something else going on here, some plotting and planning or something like this about this situation here. Because I feel like this person want to fit. This is somebody that like to bring people down or bring them to their knees or stand over people. Like, now give me, this could be an only child. It could be somebody that's been spoiled their whole life. Somebody that knows what it's like to have a little bit of power and take it too far. Something like this. Okay. These could be old school friends that they used to do this shit back in the 90s or something like this. And whenever something like this come along, they just get together to do whatever these operations, fuck on each other, kick it, fly out to places with each other, whatever, go into these meetings with each other, whatever this is. Okay. But again, we got the 9 of swords, maybe. Okay. I'm gonna think swords with these things on there like that. And something is being brought up from the grave or something. Something could be even exhumed or something like this when it comes to a situation. I keep on hearing someone's been hiding you. So somebody could be hiding. I told you, if these people clone me or these families got crafty, like, oh, our fathers are in this clique and they have to leave this girl something. Okay, well, we're just going to clone them with our DNA and so on and so forth. So there may be something else to this, but we're just going to keep it like that. All right. We're going to keep it like that. It's something about something else here. Like, so think if a family found out something like this and it's like, no, the lawyer's like, it can't be moved. It ain't shit y'all could do about it. And they're like, well, who is this girl? Let's find this girl. Let's clone this girl or let's kidnap this girl or something like this, right? But it's not my time to be out of the Truman Show yet. So even if I could have went missing, they could have just, replaced me, right? Okay. And then, they're like, oh, yeah, oh, we're family and everything like this. But I can't see with this clone or this other version of me. Or this could be somebody picking up somebody off the street saying, she looks like her. Yeah. Do the face and the hair and stuff like this makeup. This could be a total stranger. It don't have to have nothing to do with me. Dress this person up like this person and let's go collect these things or whatever. Okay. I don't know if there's also something about illegal marriage because somebody was married to somebody in order to do this. Like, this could be somebody that was with the person like, ugh, I don't want this nigga, but they got immunity and they like, let me just get rid of this motherfucker and I'm going to start stalking this woman and I'm going to get this woman or I'm going to get this girl or I'm going to make her be beneath me or something like this. I'm going to humiliate this person. This could be like Aristogle or whatever in Inanna too. I'm going to make her strip or something like this on her way through the dead or something like this so she could get whatever this is. Okay. I just know that this ain't I don't think it's a one-man show. All right. Yeah, something is very much an injustice. And I feel like this is like green-eyed monster or jealousy or envy or something like this. But they could have been jealous of you. But when they started watching your life, they said, ew, there's nothing really to be jealous of. Why did my dad or why did this person even care about this person like this much? So somebody is not jealous of you, but they have already done this unjust act that they're going to have to pay for. All right. Like I said, these could be, if your family has been into this or you're a special kid or something, because I know a lot of people saying the rainbow children are it right now. I don't think so. I think it's the indigo or I think it's another group of children or the children of God. But again, when the children of God are ready to get this information and go collect whatever it is, again, the prophecy that I was getting is that there's not going to be anything left. Or it's going to be hard to find, or how I said that they're going to let all these people from other countries come here, smash and grab, break into stores when they was doing that shit. Also smash and grab some of us, right? And then if we go out, they'll say, oh, well, we can grant you immunity. What is that for? After you let somebody rob me, because somebody does this shit. They do these type of crimes, and then the person want to come back around you and say, hey, join me so we could get your stuff back. And it's like, motherfucker, I know you the one has something to do with taking it. Or allowing these people to. It could have been stopped at any time. But somebody wants you to rely on them or do it their way or get compromised. And the only reason why somebody would want you to do that is to be compromised in some kind of way that they didn't get you yet. So you're not compromised or I'm not compromised the way that they want. So this is when they would probably send someone in. But if we figure it out, they're going to make it harder or they're going to go to another plan or they're going to do something like this. And we're not going to be dealing with that. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Sudden wealth in reverse here. Okay. Somebody already got something here. Okay. Or this is saying that this was an injustice. This money don't even belong to these people or something like this. Or like I said, If they're doing a case, if say that the government is working on this because these are things that they're supposed to be doing. If somebody comes up and start talking about this and people are watching this channel, they're supposed to be collecting this information. But say that the version of me that looked more like Hoffa, or this version of me that's supposed to be getting this, is all me. So there's no one with a soul, there's no one with a consciousness but me. But there could be beings walking around here that look like me. And they could look like all these other different people, but the shit is supposed to be coming to me, the person that's the horn or the person rising, right? This could also be for the nations can come in and fuck us up, steal from us, be like show themselves like, hey, America, we're here. We're not any harm or anything like this. Wait around for 6 and 7 years. They let their people come feed off our land or something. And then now that's the debt. This is like a reoccurring debt or something, or how America gets indebted. Now, if this was a man or a Caucasian woman, they would be giving you the first class treatment to collect this shit. But it's a problem. Okay, because I think that these are not, this not even what really the grit of it. It's just this cliche surface level thing that they can use to say, you know, because somebody could have saw me grow up. I'm always been a pleasant girl or something, and then you wait until I get pissed off and say what I say on here, and you say, well, you learned your lesson, you shouldn't have said those things. No, I'm still going to get my shit, and that's just what this is here. So we got sudden wealth in reverse here, because this is not doing a fucking favor somebody if this is an inheritance. So people know that you're going to still communicate, or they can still be tapped into your Ace of Cups, or they already kidnapped the person with the fullest cup right now, the version of me that the cup is full. So they don't feel like they have to do anything. Okay? But let's see what comes out. Because now these people done got deeper into shit, deeper into shit, deeper into stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? At this point. Okay? Believe me. And I haven't even started, and I'm not planning on getting compromised. I'm planning on getting everything and still be the Holy Spirit on the other side. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know. But I also feel like this is how they force people off the cliff. This could also have something to do with somebody wanting you to sacrifice your child for this. Sacrifice somebody, push somebody over the cliff so that you can fall, or I don't know, something like this. But I feel like this person is upset. This is an injustice because this person is not even the most high, or this female is not even higher than me. Yeah, if this is a stupid competition that the lower level people do, the low vibrating people do, like, oh, who got the most views is the one that win. Bitch, it's mine. It got my name on it. It's my destiny. Is what somebody had for me. It don't got nothing to do with you. You could go to jail. Even if this is a situation I was hearing, if somebody else went through this or is going through this, it wouldn't even matter, because somebody's like, oh, if somebody asks you, or if you talking on your channel, you should just say like you was innocent, or you never flirted with another guy, or you never had any kind of, during your marriage. But if this motherfucker is dead, it wouldn't even matter. If this person is already got the divorce 10 years ago, even if they was only doing it to run, even if they said, if you still connected to your wife, they ain't gonna give it to you. I'm gonna show you how you do it and still get it. And then somebody knew that by the time somebody got this money and come back and look at, they're not going to want, they're going to be different. They're going to get money, and money changes most people, right? Money changes most people. So somebody knew what the fuck they were doing. All right. And then we have this, the tree house here, which means a whole bunch of birds, bitches are feeding off of somebody. All right. This could also be a group of people that knock this shit out of your face so you can't see it, or you can't get the messages or whatever, because they want you to sit around here and be a high sedity energy, or try to bring you down low so these people can still feed off of somebody, and then they can still have something to do or talk about or something like this. All right. But again, we got this energy of somebody is not the most high or something like this. Or somebody could be crying like, oh, daddy, this could be like a Veruca Salt energy. And she's like, oh, daddy, I don't want the rest of these people with these hearts. Oh, my goodness, you could pick everybody else. Why you want to pick that girl? Oh, I just want that one. Give it to me now. It could be somebody in this kind of energy as well. Again, excuse me, before somebody passed away, they could have took this person and said, this is your daughter. This could also be like a Fantasia kind of energy. And this person actually thought that they was getting to know their daughter, but come to find out that this was not the daughter. Somebody could have also killed, because I feel like there's a lot of people that's dying right now, and they're not saying nothing about it. So somebody could have even killed the person, or if your person discovered this, they was trying to make it back home, just in case I don't make it home tonight, I just heard. And these people could have killed this person. So this is also a Marquita energy from with Solomon, that this person thought that the witchcraft or the paperwork or whatever these people were able to show this person how to do, he thought it was really cool until they pulled it on him. And then shit wasn't too nice. And a little shortly after that, that's when they lost the Holy Spirit or the Spirit, or they lost something, and all the people were crying about it. They wanted it back. Now, you could be that something. I could be that something. It could be some kind of grant or something like this that these people were getting because you lived in their neighborhood or their town or their county or something like this. Okay. All right. So we got the privileged lady. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say the privileged lady was on the top of the deck. So you or I could have been the privileged lady. This person could have been a privileged lady. All right. They gave this person some kind of clearance to like go collect these things, talk to people in different states or something like this. Okay. All right. So we got poverty in reverse. Somebody is not supposed to be in poverty here, especially if so many people have used this person's intellectual property to build businesses off of it, or your bodily parts or your bodily fluids or something to create something off of it. Somebody should not be in poverty right now. Okay. But there could be some people over here that's jealous of something else, or these could be the dark green people. These could be witches, or this is old money. Okay, this could be our dark green could also represent like old money or deep roots with witches and stuff like this. And it seems like these people, they may be the ones that ended up getting the hit off of this, or they don't want to see somebody in poverty. Somebody's feeling some kind of way about one of theirs or something, or somebody being in poverty. Because I'm only saying that too, because with this Nine of Swords or whatever this is in the reverse, with the graveyard being dug up, whatever they found or they exhumed, or this could be somebody finding oh, she flying up out that driveway. That's why I say I know these neighbors next door is spying on me. They look too familiar. I don't even think that this is really a couple. I think that these are, I don't know, you know, I don't know. I just feel like these are two people that do this kind of shit with each other. Whatever somebody is finding over here, I'm sorry, I didn't even put no lotion on my face when I got out of the shower. Whatever the find is here, this is also not bragging or something. What we're doing right now is, if we're picking up on something in real time, there could be somebody that left some papers on their desk or something like, oh shit, let me go get them papers, because somebody could be going to, this is why Source has me do this. I think the real ones anyway. Yeah. Now we're seeing here passion fruit here. Okay. Okay. So somebody could also be talking about, you should have said no. I'm thinking this is to DNA test. And for anybody out there, I haven't said yes to anything to anybody in my entire life about any of this. Nobody has officially asked me anything, because I know that these particular people, you can't let them get your DNA. What are they going to do with it? Besides try to find out about your case. I don't trust anybody that hasn't come to me and said, hey, this is some real shit or whatever, let me talk to you, here's some paperwork or something. Nothing is official to me, so I would not say no. And if somebody is saying it, I said yes. Where? When the fuck did you get, when did you get my DNA? I must have been knocked out or something like this. When did you get my DNA? That's why I think somebody wants somebody to go to the doctor so bad, so that they can have a reason why they will have your blood samples or something like this, even if they want to do something good for you. But I want to get to the nitty gritty, and I want to go to I don't like doing shit like that. So this would be a reason for me to to keep faith in Source and what Source is telling me. Hold back and don't do nothing, and do the videos and speak it, because this. Do you see what I'm saying? How that can change something? Right? It ain't about saying, oh, you see, I told you I'm psychic or something like this. No, because there's more problems that come with this in these situations, because people are still trying to say that you have to know something and you don't. It's coming out just like that. So I would not give these people my DNA if they even want. I don't have to prove shit to you. And I know that somebody's going to try to use it in another way, or you're going to try to give it to somebody that you already been riding around here acting like it's your wife, or acting like it's me, and now you like this person or something like this because of what you guys are able to do with the money or something like this. and you're not going, if you want my DNA, you were going to give it to this person and try to act like this Lumi love energy. If you're, especially if it's one of these guys that's easily with their ego bruised, there's no way that, like I told you, if this is somebody that live with you or me, there's no reason why you should be riding around with another bitch with something that has my name on it and doing not one motherfucking thing without you in the physical. Don't send me no shit through no music. Don't sit there and try to send me the energy so I can reveal it in the damn video or something like this. No, it's there's no. This is a certain type of infidelity here that we're talking more and more about in the biblical text. The sex people been doing this shit for ever. Forever. We're not talking about that. You were taught to see these terms in some kind of way. We're absolutely not talking about that right now. We're talking about somebody plotting or planning or doing something without the wife. Who is the first person you need to tell? You don't go tell somebody might, if it's this kind of family. If you win the lottery, you don't go, because things could change. That could put your wife in debt. She don't know what's going on, something like this. It's a fucked up situation to be in. It really is. Somebody had to be very selfish. Somebody put their family in danger. These are grounds for divorce, maybe even, and so on. So if somebody say, girl, don't be worried about what somebody else is doing. You worry about what this man is doing. Bitch, if that's supposed to be my husband, or if this motherfucker got a dime of my money that was not reviewed by me in their pocket and they're moving on, this is separate from divorce or breakup or something. We're just using this as a fucking example. But how fucking dare you? Yeah, you worried about it. Don't be worried about it. You shouldn't have bitch. You should not be with somebody's man that this kind of process went on with, because these is the people that's gonna go down for this shit. If this person is dead, you gonna be the stupid motherfucker going down for it. Did you think about that, bitch? Let me teach you something. Let me school your motherfucking ass on something. Okay? Some of these men might end up battered and bruised. They got kicked out of the deal or something. You too psychic. Motherfuckers got scared, kicked this person out, whatever this is. But we got passion fruit, okay? So like I said, somebody could be digging up something, but this is strange fruit, or this is something else, or somebody could be an alien or something else, like, outer orbits type shit. And you're in the wrong place or something. Somebody's trying to say this, but I still think that if somebody is trying to go, like the tribes were doing, what the tribes were doing with a lot of dark-skinned natives that were coming back into some of these, like the Cherokees, they were trying to match the people's DNA with the groups that was already in there now that look pretty much Caucasian now, right? And they were saying, if you don't match this, then you can't come back and claim. But really, the other way around, they should have been, in some of these cases, they should have been testing the brown-skinned people to see if these people share the DNA. You understand? To see if they should stay in the group. You understand? So you need to go down to some of them sites where these people were and dig up some of them bones and test me and make sure that they the right bones and test me to them. Don't test me to these motherfuckers right here, because this is far from what these people was or what they looked like back then. Okay? So again, this could be something like this, like strange fruit. Somebody's like, oh, we dug up this person's body. They found that it was a match. They scared. And so they're going to go to the family tree and say, well, let's do it like this, and test somebody from the family tree or something. Yeah, this is not right. Something is off. Yeah, this is strange fruit. All right. If they start digging around on some of these families, they're going to find out some of these families ain't the families. Somebody could have did that, tested all the living family members that's left. All right. And something was kind of off a little bit. And then they went and had to dig up somebody or exhume somebody to find something out. All right. Yeah, something to do with identity, or this ruby energy, or this could be this ruby rose or ruby red, ruby bridges, or ruby, something about rubies here. Okay. It's giving me that nun on American Horror Story, that the guy ended up giving her that jewelry, and he was a virgin priest or something, or he hadn't been intimate in a long time, and then he finally was intimate with that girl, and he fell hard for the girl or whatever, but she was a psychopath or something like this. Okay. Also, this is making me think about this watch God energy, this watch God Tamika energy. Okay. This because That's the first person that made me look at this as like identity fraud or identity problem. Okay. Yeah, in Virginia, or somebody could be in that area or something like this here. Right? Yeah, somebody could be sick. This could be also whoever was saying like after I'm gone or after I'm dead. Okay? This could be this somebody's name could be Fantasia. This could be I told y'all, the girl Chrissy Lux or whatever, that tarot reader. If you look at an image of her and you look at an image of Master P's daughter, they kind of look a lot alike. And I think that they banished her or something from the family or something what I was reading about or whatever. And some of this stuff don't have to be real, don't have to be fake, it don't have to be these people. They just threw these people in the timeline and put them in my face to try to confuse something here. All right. But we still going to flow with it because it's still tracing some. I don't know if they didn't think about it like that. If you're a real seer, it still would, pinpoint things in a sense. Somebody could be somewhere else, or there is this union, or I had a dream that this Chrissy Lux was filling out some paperwork with my husband or something. This is when my dreams was really rich a couple years ago, and it had my name on it. Okay. Um, and look, you see how I just did my hand like this? This is also this energy too here. Okay. I just did my hand like that. So this could be something somebody trying to get somebody could be trying to get somebody else sick too. Or I don't know what this is. Also with this gray energy, a lot of people been like using gray shading on their videos and stuff like this. This could be also something about a gray alien, or you could have been intimate, or you could have, I don't know, been near a gray energy here. And I don't know. This could be somebody that's always been kind of lurking, but they never got close to you. This could be some with the passion fruit there. Somebody could have allowed some kind of contact between a gray alien energy and a person. Like you could have even like a quarantine, or I don't know. Somebody could even be 25 years. Somebody could be a younger woman, and they've been in contact with this person, and somebody could be sending this person back to you to try to get you sick. Like, I don't know. Yeah, because whoever this person is, um, I don't know if this person needed to see you or something, but we got child here. Somebody could be appalled or shocked that, oh my goodness, this is somebody's child here. Because in this mind, this person is like, oh, that's not the identity, or oh yeah, that's not his child. But it come to find out they was told, or this is the memory that they have, is that the identity of something is in reverse. And then we have this energy with the child coming out. Um, I don't know. Maybe somebody lied and said they didn't have a child, and a child is showing up. All right. So bluebird energy, or blue jay energy. All the little birdies on Jaybird Street love to hear the robins go tweet, tweet, tweet. Or there's another song called Blue, I think Blue Bird or something like this. Ace of Swords. Okay. So we got thunder, but maybe this is something about lightning or electricity, or something could be very electric, or I don't know here, but she got this Ace of Swords telling the truth about something, and this is going to knock all these birds or electrocute these birds or these bluebirds out of the sky. So I don't know if somebody is the only child of this person, or somebody seen a picture of you as a child, because her eyes are blotted out underneath this child card. So somebody could have seen a picture of you as a child and be like, is that such and such kid or something? Or they're trying to pinpoint. If you have many feathers, like the Empress is not a regular human being. It's just, she's just not. So somebody could be trying to make you pinpoint yourself to which one do you want to be tied to, which feather would you like to work. But I think that whatever this is, it was overwhelmingly attacked by strangers and people that shouldn't have been in the room, people that shouldn't have been touching something. So why, if I was supposed to be getting potent intel from each of these masculines or something and decide which feather I would like to come into the next lifetime with or something, I didn't even get that. Everybody else got it so they can have information to use on their tarot channels and grow their channel. Why these people block me and I'm the motherfucking child here, or somebody else is the child here. This could be one of your children. This could be something that keeps on lapping over. So they did it to me. They ain't worried about me. All that money gone. Nobody can trace it. But the same thing could be your child, could be somebody that's connected to one of these outer limits feathers or something like this. And these people are trying to do the same thing to your child, or make some old ass man marry this person on paperwork so that they can have control. Because a lot of these people with Islam, I think in America, they're not making these girls, they may be cloning them or doing something weird, kidnapping them and then giving you a replacement. But it's more about the paperwork. I feel like with my age, it was more about the paperwork. Because I think that if they were transporting me around in that sense with the consciousness, I would have had memories of this stuff. I would have had memories of these men or engagements or times that these people stepped in to talk to me or comfort me or do anything else, maybe even something harmful. I don't know. I would have had memories of it, okay? Or you would have had memories. Yeah, this is out here again. So this could be somebody saying that they're your brother, or this could be another person, a bluebird energy, that thinks that their DNA is the exact same match as mine. This is somebody that's already on the other side or amongst these people with money. And they could have been saying, no, we all the children of something, and this is just not the truth. The truth is going to knock the rest of these people out, okay? This could also be people that's claiming that they have children or they baby mamas or they something with this person, even if this is this blue face energy, but something is not, these people are not, okay? Somebody could be realizing if they did put you on a back burner that all these other people didn't really give a fuck about you like this. Again, something else could have happened here where like I'm thinking one of my teenage bodies could have been murdered, okay? And I could be showing back up, and a masculine energy could be very intriguing to me because that could be me turned into a boy. That don't mean I was always a boy. One of these masculine energies could be me turned into, and I'm looking at this person and I'm intrigued by this person because the person could be me, or it could be a child that was spliced from me. You get it? All right. It's the thing that they would do this and waste the time doing this. It have to have something to do with control, because they cannot force or control the real person, but they can create somebody in the likeness and then do that with them or compromise them. All right. So somebody could have put, I also noticed that my daughter was playing on my phone, my older daughter, and I think she put the location on my phone, and I never put location. When Google asks me about location or do you want to use GPS, put the location in, is easier. I don't like to do things like that. So I will do it like the manual way, just put the address in and see what comes up. And use just a regular, thing. But I noticed that there was a big balloon on my phone or something the other day. So, and it's actually my phone that nobody should be messing with, right? Because even when my daughter was having the problems with her phone, she was using my Apple phone with no chip in it because it still got internet, right? But there's no reason why she should have been doing anything to my phone, my active phone. All right. So almost like, yeah, somebody could have been trying to find out your location or something to get something through here, and to plot or plan something wicked or something bogus here on somebody here. But it could turn out that somebody is realizing that somebody is the King of Cups. And then these could be strangers that's not even supposed to know about this, because then now they can create more obstacles. Like somebody is just, these people got to go. These people got to go up out of this system. Something like this. It don't have nothing to do with it. This is like heathens trying to see who going to who going to heaven, or who get to walk up to the gates or something, or who get to, it just, it's not making no sense, man. It's not. Yeah, somebody's being sneaky. Somebody going to the library. They're sneaking, looking at something with coat of arms, something about history, family tree, something like this. Like you may be able to just step in the game. All your shit was already prepared. And now they're telling somebody else, go get your stuff prepared. You might be able to beat this person or something like this. Or I don't know. Somebody's trying to make something harder than it has to be. And that's just all. Yeah, there could be a man here. Somebody could have been this energy, like turn you into a heifer. Because I was just hearing also somebody's trying to say like the Seven of Pentacles is, I'm kind of right about it, but the Seven of Pentacles could also represent a male that has like 6 women. Those are the ones on the bush. I mean, or 6 men. Those are what's on the bush, what's growing, what they're growing something or building something up with. The 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 pinnacle that's stuck in the mud, that's separate from everybody else with the hole next to it. It's like this is something where a man that secretly like men and give their attention and affection and things and their good sex to other men. This could be a group or a what do you call it, a cult or a coven or a rites, some group or something of these people. And then they take this woman and they make her into a hole. They sell her babies. They spit her stuck in the mud. She's the one that given the life force. If you look at that pinnacle on the ground, normally there's the water, there's sand, there's earth. There's also a little sprout of leaves growing from it behind it. Okay, so that is the more abundant form. If you look at the bush that the other pinnacles are on, there's no growth there. There's no growth. There's nothing fruitful growing on those. So when it says be fruitful and multiply, this was not talking about those 6 pentacles as on the bush, because there's nothing fruitful about the bush that the pentacles are on. Somebody is hoeing out or raping and pillaging and hoeing out the person that's in the mud or left behind and separate from everybody else. So all 6 of these know about each other. This one don't know about them. You see? This could also be a muse kind of energy as well. Right? These men, practice being like her, and so men, this could be something about men being more eccentric or flamboyant or something like this. All right. And it's maybe you not understanding the order of things, but you're not a part of this order, or I am not. If it has something to do with being in polygamy or sharing a man. And if somebody can secretly marry you, you did not have a choice to say something. I'm telling you, it's almost like somebody's like, oh, you should have said no at your marriage, and then you wouldn't have to worry about him having other wives. Oh, it was a no. Motherfucker, I said it's a no. It's always going to be a no. It just ain't going to never be nothing else. So that could be something here too. All right. All right. It's in the vows, motherfucker, too. Okay. It was also on that motherfucking invitation that everybody got, and on that program that everybody got when they came to the marriage and sat down. It was there ain't no third party and no shit on there. You know what I'm saying? So somebody think that they slick. All right. You can't later on convert to Islam and not tell your Christian or your Christ wife. Now, if they go back and find out that these people knew that I was the child, or I was the golden child, or I'm Christ, or I'm Jesus, then there's no need to say, because in a Christian marriage, this is not nothing you have to worry about. That's an Islamic marriage. I didn't have an Islamic marriage. I had a so-called Christian, or you could even say maybe a pagan, because we didn't have it. We had it outside in the backyard of a mansion. We didn't have it at a church or whatever. Okay. So somebody's lying about you agreeing to something here. All right. And this, everybody know on my channel, we don't go for that. And if somebody was saying that they was in a polygamous relationship, then don't question me about anything that I did or you thought looked shifty or you was jealous of throughout the whole relationship. I mean, you can't have it both ways. Y'all not going to win that way. Okay? So we have this energy with the Eight of Wands. There could be somebody is saying that you wasn't powerful enough to get rid of these other witches or turn something around or stop some type of destruction, or you were able to stop destruction but you weren't able to get rid of these other witches or make them have to give up their craft or something. But we seen last night that there's 8 people that, I think this is the Eight of Wands. Yeah. 8 people lost their eyes though. All right. This could also be something about castrating people, males that are rapists or something like this, or child pedophiles. But I feel like somebody's saying, yeah, you're not going to be able to get this. But this is also a false judgment here. There is something about to happen here with a situation. And this is a man here that think he Marie Antoinette talking about let them eat cake. And I'm telling you, this person could be the person that is having a shortened life here. They're not in poverty anymore, but this person was, this is right up under it here. Okay. I'm going to show you I'm going to try to get it up here exactly how it is. Well, we'll leave poverty down there on the thing. But this is him saying, let them eat cake. Right behind him, this is somebody saying, oh, you know, let them eat off of the main female, okay, or whatever this is. And then we have, this is not something that the Most High will be doing. That was messed up. Okay, so somebody could be not having respect or the same level of respect for somebody that they did have. Somebody was trying to party or throw birthday parties or parties to hide the fact that they were letting other people feed off of somebody else's energy. All right. Also, that they imprison somebody or something like this. All right. This could also be somebody saying, oh, she said yes to me, and you did not say yes to this person to marry them. All right. So we have a child that could have been executed or something like this. And then we have the mother or something like this, that somebody could have stripped this person of their gifts. So it's not an actual death. Okay. It's not that kind of death or whatever like this. Okay. And it just feels like this is somebody else's fate, because this is like when they say God said, you said God said we can't eat none of the fruit of the garden. And he said, no, God said that we can eat. You can't eat, yea, shall not eat any of the fruit of the whatever like this, or unless you gonna die. And so, you see what I'm saying? Now this could be a multitude of people here, but this is giving me this energy here that somebody was using other methods or other means to feed people this without their hands getting dirty. Okay. This is definitely a man here that's like, let them eat cake. Now, I'm telling you, a little heifer for the babies, a dog, an old dog just laying there, like feed me some food or something. All right. And then this person is giving some, I don't know, this chocolate cake could represent, you know, truffle butter energy to me. All right. And then we have we got the Queen of Swords. This could be somebody that also just wanted to waste your time so you could be a little bit older when you get something, if you do get it. But I feel like this person is being approached by this Queen of Swords. Whoever this is, the Queen of Swords ain't letting this shit go. All right. They're just not. All right. Also something about old age or loneliness, cold and lonely or something like this. Okay. Because I feel like something is either the wrong thing to do was to make this person turn into a Queen of Swords, or the wrong thing to do is for this queen to challenge this man. This is what somebody's saying here. All right. Because this could be somebody saying, I'm not a man or something like this. Like, I don't know. Somebody could be trying to show that you are. They could have somebody dress up like you. And this could be a transgender, pull out her penis. And then the person like, see, that's why I didn't want to be with her, because she's a man and you're not. Or you don't have a fucking penis. Or this is the wrong thing for you to do, because these men may be really ready to let go of the female. If they're going to let go of anything, they're not letting go of their male boy lovers. They're going to let go. If you challenge them, they're going to let go of the person that don't have a dick. All right. This could be also somebody was trying to transform you and say, hey, you have to do this or they're not going to let you in. And you're like, hey, I don't have to. I change if not. God is in me. You're not about to move me and make me think that I got to change myself to get into some kind of occult or something like this. No, it's going to be, I'm going to take me as I am into what the fuck I'm supposed to be going into. And so somebody could be saying that, like, It's just somebody is not into you because you don't have a phallic. So you made a mistake by not letting them get the sex change for you or something like this. All right? That's just what I'm getting here. Or is falling over here with the Fool. Somebody's stealing something here. All right? Somebody could be saying that they saw you taking something, but this also could have been the wrong thing to do because this Queen of Swords is in the upright. So now that I'm looking at it, somebody could have said they blamed a crime on you, but you didn't do it. If somebody's looking at this, actually, there's a younger woman that did something here. There's a lot of hand. This person is holding on to this stuff. This could be something like, wait a minute, that can't be her because this person hasn't been able to walk or their ankle has been broken. That can't. We've been watching the person at home. They can't walk like that. So, this person is walking with a limp and this person is not. It's something that somebody did here. Because somebody's trying to steal something from you or me and give it to their child. Say that you have a child, right? Your child have a child with somebody. They do the family tree. They find out that the mother shares a family tree with the baby daddy. Okay? Ooh, my stomach is growling. Somebody find out that the mother, now this could be your child or this could be not your child. Somebody could have snuck your sister's child into your home. All these people know, but you don't know this. You still think this is your child. So your child, you and your sister are supposed to have the same mama and daddy, but you don't. Come to find out that the mother that they stand with, that they're tricking, has the same family tree or shares DNA with the baby daddy. The child don't, because the child belonged to somebody else. You was a sis for somebody, or you was a surrogate for somebody. Without your permission, you were. We're gonna keep it like that because I gotta make this shit make sense. So the child can't take this from you. But if the child got a child by if the child have a child by this male, the child can take it from me. You see what I'm saying? My child, if they swap my child out with my sister child and we don't have the same, they can't. But the child that the sister had could possibly take something from me that was left to me because me and that grandchild share some connection with a certain bloodline or a certain family. I hope that made sense. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody has been brought into some kind of cult. Like my daughter would never be on no shit like this. Like, I don't know why that girl be trying to talk to me, his baby mama. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing. I don't want my kids over there. I don't want nothing like this or whatever. She crazy. She be trying to record us or something like this. Whatever. Okay, well, we'll get rid of your ass and we will bring up, because some of these people been in this city now all this time, waiting for the Messiah to arrive and then act like the person ain't there. So that could be exactly what the fuck this is. We're going to get rid of or kill or transfer that one, okay, that's not going to agree with this little pact that we got, this little pregnancy pact or this baby mama pact. And we're going to get one of the other girls in here that resemble her. And now the King of Cups is showing up here. Hold on one second. It's getting kind of chilly out here. And it was kind of warm in that damn house. Hold on. I hope y'all doing okay this evening. I'm chilling. I'm catching like a natural vibe here. Like a natural high. I mean, I hope ain't nobody putting nothing in my damn food. There's also things I'm hearing that other people do when they're transporting. Some of these people could care about you. And you could be not yourself right now. They want you to talk about it in another way because they don't want to, it's like, damn, man, you be just too bold or whatever. We trying to, but I feel like somebody was trying to help you or somebody was trying to help me. They could have, yeah, the birthmark on the breast, right? Because I have a cut on my left breast, right? And back when I was like 16 or 17, I think I found a lump in my breast and I had to get it removed. But what I'm learning now, oh, that's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. I think it was a tracking device. I was just watching 90210 and Dylan, Brenda had found something in her breast. This was when they was real little. This is like the first, this was like when they was real little. And Brenda found something. She was scared and she was going to the doctor and finding out what was going on. And they had to do tests and everything. And she had to wait. And she was so nervous. She's like, oh, I'm thinking about death and love and all this other shit or whatever like this. Right. And it reminded me, but the thing about it, when I found mine, I was messing with it all the time. Okay. And then I was having my boyfriend check it and mess with it too. I mean, like, I don't know. We've been through some shit, girl. Okay. We used to play like doctor and shit like this. Okay. As teenagers, when we was bored, we used to paint each other's face and shit like this. We used to play doctor. Or even when after I had my children, you know, I'd be like, okay, now what it look like down there? That's how close we used to be. Okay. He'd be like, no, I just gotta get these surgical things or whatever. And okay, that's too much information. But we used to play doctor. That's what I'm saying. It'd be creepy if a whole bunch of people was watching our relationship and they was crazy about it, but they don't want us to be together. They don't want to see us together or some shit like this. Because we want to eliminate our relationship and then they want to produce a bunch of people with this type of relationship. It's so it's like a mimicking alien race or something is taking over like, I don't know. This shit is kind of crazy to me. But I'd be like, no, just right there. And then I'd be like, yes, you see it right there. Like, did it get bigger? So my story didn't happen like Brenda's story, but it was when I was in high school. Okay. But I was thinking that it could have been a tracking. Let's see. Courthouse. Four Pentacles in reverse. The family. So the courthouse could be in the upright now about something. And some crooked family members might be in the reverse. These could be people that just don't want to let you go. Or these is people that's just mean. That's like rotten towards you. Or something like this. Or they lied. Yeah, they were spying. Trying to cause loopholes or something like this. So that they can use this person's energy still. And send men towards this person. Or pimp you out. Or something like this. Or your child. Or something like this here. Somebody want to do something over again. Like, this is not the way of the Most High. Or this is not the way of these people or something like this here. And so you can be in an unhappy situation. But this is like a conflict of interest because say this spouse or something is crossed over and now he's in the other realm, but this person is as a judge. Somebody is allowing this person to, there's people here. There's a conflict of interest here. Very much so. And this could also be so somebody else can reap the benefit, or this is why you're about to reap, or I'm about to reap the benefit here. because this is what somebody thought they want. This is what somebody's finding out that these people are spying, and this is what they wanted for you. But God got other plans. Yep. A Queen of Cups is in reverse. God got other plans. This Queen of Cups is in reverse, is about to be in this unhappy family unit. This could be somebody also strategically placing children so that if you do get this money, people gonna come to you and be like, you got that money, come pick up your kid. And you're like, what kid? I didn't have no damn kids. Somebody's trying to like put a, or an arranged marriage or something like this. And if this person arranged it, then maybe they should go be with it on their own. Hold on.